Welcome back, fellow warriors, to the stage of history. My name is Cosmo Jazz, and today we're going to be talking about a recap of episode 3 to episode 5 of Jojos Bizarre Adventure. So, why am I doing this? Well, if you haven't seen the other video that I posted, it is because of a lot of things that happened to make it so that I can't post the video on this channel of my general reactions. Why is that happening? Why is everybody else being able to do it and not me? I don't know. YouTube is weird. And nobody understands the algorithm anyway. But that is not what we're here for. We're here to let you know what my thoughts were. So let's start off with episode 3, where they ended up going to this whole thing of like the new guy teaching Jojo how to use Hamen. And I will say, it's funny that I knew what Hamen was before they actually explained it, which is the whole breathing techniques and whatnot. And when they first said it, I was just thinking to myself, what on earth? This is definitely different as far as like what possibly could happen in a lot of animes. And then they kind of went on to the whole Jack the Ripper side of things. And I won't lie to you that I will say that through episode 3 and 4 that I was kind of hoping that Jack the Ripper was going to be kind of a bigger villain, I guess you could say, because I mean, this is a person that's throughout history kind of known as a kind of, I won't say pop culture icon, but like, you know what I mean. People know the name Jack the Ripper. So the fact that he kind of got taken out so easily with Jojo learning this, like really just now kind of learning these Hamen techniques. I'm sure there was like some kind of montage in the back or whatever, but he seemed like he got it so fast, and it was kind of jarring to me for a bit. And I kept thinking to myself, like, man, they're moving through this really fast. So I was kind of hoping more of a fight there, although I will say his weapon was intense. Like, that was pretty cool design. However, going into episode like 5 to 6, wow, I'm messing up everything. Go to episode 4 to 5. I will say that one thing I'm kind of appreciating in this show is that there is kind of like this unconventional kind of thing of how Jojo and the others deal with things, because between the fight with Dio and Jojo, which you're probably wondering, wait, why did I skip that part? I was going to get back to this because I wanted to make this point. I like that he just didn't beat him off of sheer strength like in a lot of other animes. He had to use a lot of wit and thinking to actually be able to fight such a powerful opponent for him. And it's always so interesting to me when that kind of thing happens, because it always keeps you guessing of what could he possibly do to get out of this situation. Not the, okay, we know what's going to happen. He's going to get this weird Zenkai boost of something like that off of some random Deus Ex Machina, and then we are going to move on to the next big battle of them going head to head. Like, no, that's not how this show is. And it goes even further with that, with the whole like Hamen techniques and stuff, which kind of falls under what I just said, but at the same time it doesn't, because it's kind of unconventional in a way. And when it goes into episode 5, where it's clearly they're not strong enough, at least not strong enough yet, to take on Dio, and they have to take on those 2 knights, and how Jojo's kind of fighting the one knight under the water instead of taking his lead of saying get back up so they can really fight. He's using a very weird thing that I would have never guessed, of going down back into the water to use the air and use it to his advantage and stuff to fight the knight that way. It's like that's something completely off the wall, and I love it because it keeps it fresh. And I wonder how these kind of things keep going as the show goes on, because I'm not going to say that maybe that's a bad thing that they have those Deus Ex Machina things, because I mean, one of the biggest things in the world being that Goku turned Super Saiyan in the Dragon Ball series is like literally like, oh my gosh, that was like that big moment, right? So it's not always a bad thing. It definitely has its moments, but when it becomes to the point where it's just like you expect it, really, that's when it becomes a problem. So that's why I'm kind of hoping that this kind of show really keeps up with that going in further, because all the characters I found to look at so far are pretty interesting, minus his master guy. I'm not feeling him so much for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm just not feeling his character a lot. And we finally met the girl again, which I'm sorry if I forgot the names. It's been like 3 weeks since I've seen the show, so pardon for my memory being a little bit hazy. But yeah, we met the girl that Dio took the kiss from. She's back and she's older, and we left her again, like they're literally the same episode. So it's just like, well, that's kind of crazy. Like, alrighty then, we're just gonna have that little cameo, and we're just gonna kick her right out the door. But I will say that now that we know that they're not powerful enough with the quote Hamen techniques, is he going to be having to use those Hamen techniques as well as his wit and cunning again in order to truly defeat Dio? Which, when they showed like Dio kind of like burned up and stuff like that and whatnot, I mean, obviously out of the like memes and stuff, I knew he wasn't dead, but it was kind of interesting to show how he kind of came back. Which, one thing that I will say that I'm not doing when I'm watching these is I'm watching the quote like next time on whatever. I'm not watching those because I want to be completely surprised by whatever is coming. I don't want to know what's coming next. Although if I should, then let me know, I guess. But I'm not watching those at all. So there's something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was. I'm sure it's important, but I'll probably think of it as I do episode 6. The Knights. I want to look those guys up because I want to know if they were actually, I'm sure they are because they use Jack the Ripper. So I'm wondering if they were real like historical figures and their kind of thing that happened to them was really historically accurate. Because I find those things kind of interesting when they try to put fantasy with reality in that aspect and put them all together to make like something pretty cool in there. But I think that is all I really wanted to do to recap the episodes off the top of my head. Although I will say, when they said Hamen first, the very first time, after the second time, I knew what they were talking about. But when they said it the first time, I got it confused with the power that was in One Piece. Which one thing before I go any further, I've only watched like maybe up to Crocodile when it comes to One Piece, and I know like the rest off the like spoilers and stuff that I didn't care about. So there's that. So I'm not that big of a One Piece fan. Don't flame me. But there's I got those two things confused between the power in One Piece and the one that we're doing with now. Although now I'm kind of wondering if this Hamen ability is going to be used any further in any of the parts, because I mean, I know eventually they will get to stands thanks to like memes and the Jojo but really fast and stuff. So I wonder if that's going to be even more of a thing, which makes me more eager to watch more of the episodes. So with that being said, I will be watching more of the episodes going forward very, very soon. Probably as far as even tomorrow, if that's the case. And then we are going to get them back on YouTube so you can guys enjoy these with me, because I love talking to you guys about this stuff and having discussions and things. It's very nice to have. And I like that to be a part of like both my channels, on the gaming channel and on this channel, where you can discuss things without people like tearing your head off and stuff, But yeah, that's my recaps of the episodes. And thank you guys for watching. And I hopefully don't have to do any more of these going forward. But if I do, I will happily do so if you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And always ask yourself this one question: does your soul still burn? Bye, guys. Have a blessed day. All I care about is money and the city that I'm from.